everybody, welcome back to UCAN's YouTube channel. Today we're going to make a musical shaker. A really simple thing to make, but really looks great and sounds great. So very easy to do, and it's just made using 3 household objects. So this is how you make it. First things first, you need a couple of paper cups, just the normal ones that you get. Any colour, any pattern, doesn't matter, just 2 paper cups. You also need a magazine flyer or something that comes through the door, maybe an advert or even just a couple of pages of a magazine. They need to be nice and colourful though. So you're going to cut them up, so it doesn't matter what pictures they have on them, they just need to be colourful so that they make some nice colours and pattern when we use. So one of those. We also need to put the camera down, we also need a roll of sellotape. So 1, 2, 3. Things to go in the cup as well. Some lentils. So lentils or beans or rice, any of those things would do. We're going to use lentils today. Right, so what we do first of all is I've got some sellotape already here so that I can use it. So sometimes it's handy to put your sellotape, cut your sellotape up into little pieces and put it on the edge of where you're working, and then it's easy to pick it up and use. So I've got my sellotape ready. I'm going to pour some lentils into my cup. So you want about a quarter full. Lentils, beans, whatever it is you're using. So that's on your bottom. You put your cup on top, make sure it's a really nice tight fit. And then what you're going to do is you're going to secure it with sellotape all the way round. So using a few pieces all the way round, making sure that you keep it exactly together, one on top of the other. I'm going to start with some small pieces just to get it in the right place. And really firm them down, make sure they're well in place, because you don't want your lentils or your beans or your rice exploding everywhere when you start shaking. And then I'm going to use some bigger pieces. So once I've got them in place exactly, I'm then going to put some sellotape from the top all the way down through the middle, down to the bottom. So really making sure that top and bottom cup are well held together. Another long piece on here. So go all the way round. You need lots and lots of sellotape to make sure that it's really firmly secured on. So go all the way round. And when you've done that maybe 5 or 6 times, then you can start going round the middle of the cup. So you want to make sure that the sellotape's all the way round the middle as well, to hold them, just to be extra sure that everything's in place. When you're happy with that, test it out, it looks like it's nice and secure. You can then start making your decorations. Okay, so to start making the tassels, what you're going to do is cut some thin strips out of your magazines or your newspapers, whatever it is you're using. So you want 4 for the top and 4 for the bottom. So there's my 4 for the top, so we'll start with that and then we'll do the bottom. So what we're going to do with these now is we're going to open them out. Because this is a magazine that's been, a little flyer that's been folded up, it's actually giving us 8, which is great. So doubled up, so it gives us 8. What we're going to do is we're going to sellotape them on the end of our surface here. Okay, so you need some small pieces of sellotape, and what you're going to do is very carefully take each one and sellotape them onto the top. So, okay, so there's the first one. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put them across the way to start off with. Like that. So, see, starting to look quite good already. And then I'm going to put another 2 on the other direction. Some more tape here. The sellotape already. I'm going to get another one and put it on top like that. Oops. There we go. And then another one on the opposite side. So it looks like that. Okay, and then what you're going to do is you're going to put more on the bits in between. So you're going to put some strips round about there as well. Okay, so we just keep going. It doesn't take long and it looks fantastic. Okay, there you go. Yeah, looks really nice. So when you finish that, you do the same on the bottom. So you add more strips onto the bottom. So cut 4 strips, unfold them, and then if you haven't got something that's as long as this, it doesn't matter. It still looks quite effective. This one here has shorter ones and it looks good too. Okay, so we'll keep going. Okay, so now I've attached my tassels onto each end, so you can see it looks pretty good, and it looks brilliant when I'm shaking it as well. Everything's moving around really well. So what I'm going to start doing now is decorating the surface. You can see from the original one I showed you, we've got some dots on here, but you could do stripes, you could do anything you want. So I'm just going to do some dots. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get my magazine or my colourful papers, and I'm going to fold them up into a little bundle, and there's about 6 layers there, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut some circles. So I'm going to hold them together really carefully. You could draw a circle if you want on the top. I'm just guessing what a circle looks like. You could draw yours and then cut round, and then obviously then you get 6 circles. So you get 6 circles by doing that. So you go all the way around, so it's easy. Just cut up a bundle, and then you only need to cut once, but you get lots of different circles. Okay, so it's a quick way of doing it. So I've got some here. So what I'm going to do is start sticking them on. I'm just going to use the sellotape. So I'm going to start decorating my shaker. To say you could just cut up thin strips and stripes as well if you want. If you've got any coloured paper at home, you could obviously use that. But I'm just using the same paper as I had on here because it matches and it looks really cool. So everything's colour coordinated. There we go. Okay, and it starts to look really cool. So you can go and do the whole thing with your decorations. And before you know where you're at, you've got a lovely, colourful shaker. Using just 3 simple household objects. It only takes about half an hour to make. Looking great. Looking great. Okay guys, so have a go yourselves and let us know how you get on, and post any pictures that you have of your shakers, or even videos of you playing your shakers. Okay? Alright guys, have fun. Bye.